from. I want to see some more of this Vector. I don't know if this is what Eero played at Springs. Oh no, they played Sire and Eero at Springs played like meta. They played Taros Kaya with Eero and Makaya.
I don't know, sometimes you just want to swap things up, and you know, there are some characters in this game that are really cool, they're just not as meta relevant, so maybe this is just one of those scenarios.
Yeah, typically we don't see players going like hyper meta and then I'm gonna play something weird now, so it's cool. I'm glad to see the variety here as he gets pieced up on the right side. Or sorry, it was over on the left side. It was Yunpyo getting pieced up on the right side by Eero, or by Sire, excuse me. I'm getting my names all mixed up from all the chaos that's happening here.
Yeah, Yunpyo got deleted very quickly here, so we're gonna have to see how the blue team is gonna be able to respond. I mean, right now it's not looking too bad. Things are still relatively even, you know, not taking the stock count, you know, as the be-all, end-all. Because as you can see, red team, they're looking like they're in a little bit of trouble there. As we can see, Sire's gonna be able to lose that stock, you know, fairly decently. Now Arrow at 180, are they gonna be able to recover here? No, they recognize the position that they're in. They're just gonna go ahead and escort themselves to the left side blast zone and just come right back to the stage here. But now Plum is sitting at 204. And right now, they're actually not in a bad spot. They're getting some good damage in there. Nice little side stick, I believe, to kind of rack up a little bit of damage. They will lose their stock fairly quickly as well. And Yunpyo, who is also sitting at 131, is actually on the offensive end in that 2v1 scenario.
Yeah, he's doing such a great job here. I got to give it up to this blue team. I feel like I've never seen this coordinated of team play throughout the entire match so far. Like, it's only been a minute and a half, but they've had like so many 2v1 team combos, and even like grabbing both members of the red team, passing the red team to each other, like already so early in game one here. They already seem on the same page. Nice GC side signature coming out from Yunpyo. Despite that early stock loss too, like the way this blue team's able to regroup, grabbing that stock as well. It's 3 stocks to 2. Plume, who was doing such a great job of surviving, like he's only at 97 damage right now, so he's just like, he's not even at the end of, or really halfway through orange. GC Insig coming out from Eero. I don't see that signature used very often. I guess using the like arcing motion that the laser beam goes through. Like, yeah. The team play.
Yeah, that was such a huge save, because I was like, oh yeah, Sire's done, it's wraps, take him out. But no, Arrow coming through to save his teammate was super huge. And okay, we are gonna see a 2-stock for 1 scenario here. And there we go, Sire. I was gonna say, Sire's gonna take out Yunpyo, goes out there immediately, gets that ground pound to take it out. Beautifully played so far. Now it's just a matter of a 1v1. You're at 174. Honestly, a sneeze should get this done. We'll see if Plum can just find the way to land the hit that they need. They do get the sidelight recovery. That's gonna be able to clean that up pretty handedly.
Did he use his dodge before that? How was he able to pick up the sidelight recovery so quickly? I was gonna say, like, oh, well, he's got gauntlets, so who knows how long this could take. That's gonna give Sire potentially like several chances to then add up the damage and start to even things up. But no, it's just a sidelight recovery just like that. But then, man, towards the end, like, Sire traded out the 1v1 on the left. Let's see if his dodge comes out. So he dodged in, but I think he would have had a dodge off of cooldown. I might be wrong off of that, but it feels like he would have had a dodge off of cooldown by that. I don't know if that's just a misinput. I don't know if it's chaos of the moment. I don't know if it's tournament nerves. It is game 1, but man, both of these teams were so dialed in on the team play so quickly that I'm a little bit surprised if he had a dodge that he didn't throw it out.
I think you're right on the chaos aspect, and that's kind of like one of the things that I love about doubles is that there's chaos happening all the time, controlled chaos. But that entire game 1, as much as we saw some good like team gameplay, it felt chaotic the whole way through. There was just stocks flying all over the place. I don't think we went more than 30 seconds without a stock like disappearing. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, it was all over the place. It was off the top, it was off the left and right, it was off the bottom. There was that long extended edge guard on the left towards the end. There's a nice D-light ground pound coming out from Sire, picking up off of Eero. Yunpyo might go off the top here. What's gonna happen? No, it's actually gonna be Sire right there off the bottom. See if they can get the full team wipe on red. Nice, the ground pound into the neutral air. Oh! It's just, and here's another one. It's all across the board, full team wipes on both sides.
I gotta hand that to Sire, though. I mean, definitely tried to really keep his teammate alive and was almost successful. Unfortunately, just was not able to, but you did pick one up in the process and even it up across the board there. So, I mean, it's one of those things where you get what you can, and Sire definitely made the most of it right there. So, well played, well played. We're gonna see if Red Team can continue to find a way to, you know, kind of establish something here, because right now it's not looking too bad, and they are trying to get a W under the belt after dropping the last game. As we can see right now, Yunpyo kind of has that stage control there. Oh, okay, you're just gonna jump right into the end sig.
Oh, he went for the neutral signature. He wasn't going to hit anybody, so the weapon toss interrupting it isn't going to be a problem unless the red team happened to fall into it, which I don't think they would at that moment. Oh, Plum, he tried the ground pound. The sidelight into the recovery actually ends up doing some team damage, but he makes up for it by getting a stock right after that. But then there's a neutral signature coming out from Plum for the team KO. This is going to be Eero, the only one surviving on second stock here. Pretty deep in the red at this point. We'll see if the blue team can find this stock. They send him flying to the left. You see the GCD light. He's trying to get back as quickly as possible. But that gives blue team plenty of time to put out damage on the Sire. The dodge comes through. They aren't able to get the follow-up right after that. He dodged the weapon toss and out came the down air, but it wasn't any like stock finishing move.
Yeah, okay, I would say Plum is on the, okay, there we go, finally getting out of the way. 230 before moving to stock, by the way. But yeah, this is definitely a rough position to be in. They're gonna be looking for a way to close out Sire. Arrow coming to run interference, and unfortunately, you can create a bunch of distractions as possible, but you're gonna put yourself also in the danger zone as we see blue team clean up another one. A much better showing from the red team, but unfortunately just not enough at the end when they really needed it.
And that's one of those tough, like, timing moments for the red team where, like, yes, Eero took 230 damage before he lost that stock, which typically, like, that's good. In a vacuum, that's good. But it just happens so that the context of the moment and the timing of the moment means that when he gets taken out there by living longer than Sire had pretty much KO damage or close to KO damage built up on him, so that when they took out Eero, that just gave them all the time they needed. It wasn't very much time at all that they needed to take out Sire. They could put in the finishing move there. Whereas if he didn't take 230, say he lost his stock at 170, then Sire goes into that moment in that 2v1 combo at like 46 damage, and they're not able to find the finishing move. So like that's something that like you can't really defend against. That's like Eero does not make the right choice by being like, I am going to throw my stock away at 170 damage so that I can spawn back in, so that in the future, like that's just it's really unlucky timing there.
It's a really tough call to make in the moment of things too. It's actually like a part of doubles in multiple games. I think it's just something that's not explored or talked about enough. It's just one of those things. But either way, as we get into game 3 here, potentially the final game for red team on Miami Dome, we'll see if they can find a way to get things going here. Right now, they're off to a good start against blue team. However, Plum,
nice,
was on such a great offensive, but
gosh,
Sire with the gauntlet toss to take out the stock on Plum. Well played.
Dude, I saw the big ground pound from Plum coming out, and it was like, okay, he's getting set up for this edge guard. Eero's gonna be done here, and then out of nowhere, dude, the bolt of lightning comes to hit him in the head and takes him out. That was huge.
Yeah, that's definitely super
and
big.
then Sire, dude, Sire going crazy. He grabs that too. Plum was setting up for the ground pound. He loses the stock, but Eero gets the refrag. 3 stocks gone. What is happening?
This is red team showing up when they really needed to. I mean, it's like you got to do it when you're down 2-0, but you know what? Better late than never. That's what I always say. As you can see right now, Arrow gonna lose the stock 200 right now. That ground pound won't clean it up, but they do still have a stock lead here.
Yeah, Sire doing a great job of evading. He's not throwing out hardly any attacks, doesn't want to be put in a recovery frame so that he can be punished in. So he's just running away, waiting for Eero to come back in. But Yunpyo, the ground pound, dude, Sire has to come in, and here goes Plum with the ground pound. Oh, I thought Eero might get a hit for the chase dodge up after Plum. They get both of them. Oh, no.
Oh, my. I literally just talked about how big of a turnaround this game was for red team, and blue team was like, hey, hold on a sec. Just immediately picking up 2 in the process. A bunch of silly shenanigans going on that left side of the screen, and that's 2 stocks dropped from red team here, having a lead into being behind by quite a bit now. However, this is a position to try and find a way to really capitalize here. Not gonna be able to take out Plum, who's sitting at 143 here. Red team, you really got to be on top of this now, because this is probably going to be your last chance here. You got to find a way to get Plum out of the way and just put in the 2v1 combos. Or Plum, as long as they've got a way to be offensive here, they've got some good offensive game plan going, they're going to be a menace. You need to get Plum out of here now.
Yeah, this is such an interesting in-game state here, because I think if you equalize the damage on Plum taking off the top, it's basically tied until that stock was lost. There's a spot dodge coming out from Yunpyo. He hits the Sire. He hits the turnaround recovery. Can Yunpyo clutch this one out? He already took out one member of the red team. There's the spot dodge. Oh, he's able to grab the weapon in time over Sire, and he hits the Sire for the KO to win that game. Throws out the GG taunt. He's going to be feeling good after that.
Dude, that was such a small, unfortunate position there at the end for Sire. I'm pretty sure they wanted to pick up that weapon and just was not able to. That just gave exactly what we wanted to Yunpyo. Gonna pick up that orb for the side air. I think it actually was just a side air. But still, like, that, dude, that was such a game.